Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the standing committee meeting for the Clean Pittsburgh Commission meeting here in the city of Pittsburgh. My name is Lori Beth Jones. My pronouns are she, hers, and I am co-chair of the Clean Pittsburgh Commission at this time. This is our regular standing committee meeting. It's February 8th, 2024, and we have a very exciting day for you all here today. So, I am going to, just a second. And it pop up the agenda here for everyone. Oh no, we're gonna do introductions first and then I'll pop up the agenda and read to you. Okay, and we always start introductions with my intrepid co-chair who does all the everything. Give it up for Christopher Mitchell.
Hi, I'm Chris Mitchell, anti-litter specialist with the City of Pittsburgh Department of Public Works and co-chair of the Clean Pittsburgh Commission with Lori. I'll pass it on to Amiye.
Just as I was about to take a sip of tea, good catch. Yes, hi, my name is Amiye. She, her pronouns. I am a member. I'm with the Office of Management and Budget. Yeah, that's all I guess you need to know about me. I live in East Liberty. Woohoo! Popcorn to Kelsey.
Morning.
Another person who's about to take a sip of tea.
I know, exactly. Kelsey Ripper, Executive Director at Friends of the Riverfront, she, her pronouns, and I live in Lawrenceville. And I'll go over to Lissa.
Hi, I'm Lissa Eberhardt, the Program Director with Allegheny Cleanways. She, her pronouns. I live in the Strip District. I will popcorn to Larson.
Hi, I'm Larson. I'm the Recycling Operations Coordinator with the Pennsylvania Resources Council. This is my first meeting here, so very excited. I live in Bloomfield, and I'm going to popcorn to Josh.
Good morning, I'm Joshua Schoeneman. I'm the Collection Events Manager at Pennsylvania Resources Council. My pronouns are he, him. I live on the north side, and I will popcorn over to Aaron Tobin.
Hi, everybody. Erin Tobin, pronouns she, her. I'm with the Pittsburgh Parks Conservancy, and I think the District 1 rep on the CPC. And I live with Josh in Spring Hill on the north side. I will popcorn it over to Afton.
Hi, my name is Afton Giles, also she, her pronouns. I am the Principal Planner of Special Projects as part of the Department of City Planning for the City of Pittsburgh. I live in Homewood, and I will popcorn it to Deborah.
Good morning, Debbie Steinberg, she, her pronouns. I am the Sustainability Manager with Carnegie Mellon University, and I live in Squirrel Hill. Popcorn Eric.
Hi, thank you. Eric Kantakis. I'm actually in code enforcement with DPW, so I'm the inspections supervisor here at ES. Live on the north side in beautiful Manchester. And I'm not sure who to popcorn it to because I might have lost track of everybody.
This is Sanjeev. I'm Sanjeev Manandar. I'm Environmental Sustainability Manager with Pittsburgh Public Schools. I'm not sure if anybody's left.
I don't think so. I think we got everyone. We're professional popcorners. Okay, so let's see, screen share. I got it. There is your agenda for today. We are in the welcome and introduction and reading of mission, and then you can look at this while I read to you, and then we can review and approve this agenda. Ta-da! We like to review and read from our commission bylaws, just to remember why we're all here. I thought about reading you the member composition section of the bylaws since we're doing our votes today, but that didn't seem as fun as I thought it might be because it's just a list, so we won't do that. I want to talk today about from our values statement, our community values position. And the Clean Pittsburgh Commission values community engagement and believes the best approach to neighborhood improvement is always directed by the people of that neighborhood. It seems so simple and yet so important. So here is your agenda for today. We have all those minutes. If everybody is in their email and has time to pull those up and take a look at them, we are going to try to go ahead and get through that today because we do have the time. So I will be, well, I guess I can show them to you too. And then, excuse me, we can get through there.
Well, we start with March. It's kind of like a blast from the past, honestly. It's like, wow, this is what we were discussing back then.
Well, that's there's like August and September too. That's why I'm still like dinking over here because I'm trying to make sure, like, should we do the oldest one first or the newest one first? I'm open to whatever anyone thinks would be best as far as that goes.
Now let's start oldest, see if we can remind ourselves what we've done for the past year and catch up to now.
Okay. Is everybody fine with everything dark mode? Does that work? Okay. Here we go. Let me make it a little bit bigger. This is from September, which is out of order because there was August. Whoopsies. And June, we didn't get to approve June. Oh boy.
There's a March
Oh
2022.
my gosh. I don't know what is chronological order. Don't. I was like, oh yeah, March, that's just from this year. There we go. Get my act together. There. It's so pretty. Is that enough time? Is everyone reading along at home?
I'll make a motion to approve when everyone's ready.
I'll
Are we
second.
approving them all at once, or are we doing it individually? Like we're doing March 1st and then April 2nd?
Yeah,
This
we'll
is,
do
yeah, March.
I'll second.
Okay.
We have a first and second on the floor. Are we going to call the vote?
Oh. If everyone is okay to approve these are on my screen now, the April minutes. Is anyone?
Well, this was for the March minutes.
Right. That's what I'm just trying to clarify that what I'm showing now is no longer March before we vote to approve the March 2023 minutes. Is all in favor? Any opposed? I see none. We are good to go on March. So now we're looking at April.
I'll go ahead and motion to approve the April minutes.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to rush anyone who's reading. I don't know how long it takes to read it.
I'll second.
Okay, and we'll vote to accept the April minutes as shown. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Next. Oh. Wait, I'm on Zoom. I know, I will. I will. Okay.
Motion to approve we're on June minutes, yes.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? All right, June. Now we're moving into August.
Looks like there might be a typo in the email for the businesses and residences bag ban, I'm assuming that
Yes.
is. I don't know if that's worth noting.
Of course, my share screen is right in front of my enable editing. Oh, wow. We did talk about bags a lot at that meeting. It's only one page long. So with those just little spelling things, I feel comfortable. I'll move motion to approve the
I'll
August.
second.
Thank you so much. All in favor? Any opposed? That means we only have one more for today. Okay. Oh. Sorry about that, everybody.
mean, at the adjourn, the motion was made by Sarah Amaye. I mean, that's a new person, hybrid person. But yeah, that's the only issue I see. Yeah.
All right, with the spellings and taking away hybrid humans. I can move to approve these minutes if everyone is feeling good about that for September. You're such fast readers. Good job, everyone. But we do still with the voting. Ha 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 ha. All in favor to approve September? Be boarded up to date. And then any opposed? Okay. Good job, everybody. Okay, now it's important times. It's time to talk about the board leadership elections for the Clean Pittsburgh Commission. So I personally did not get any emails from people who wanted to be things. I did get some emails from people who possibly didn't want to be things, which is the way. And I think that's what happens. So we got to get into this and do the thing. Historically, we have had two co-chairs. Those right now are Chris and myself. And then right now we have Afton as our financial secretary, which has worked out very well because Afton knows all the things about how to actually do that. So that's exciting. And a treasurer, we're currently with our treasurer as Sarah Shea has moved onwards and outwards and upwards of her previous position. And then Erica Young is our current recording secretary, like the words one, not the numbers one. And that is, and then Aaron Tobin is our outreach community what do we call it? I wrote it down.
I think I was outreach coordinator. That was a position we created when I came onto the board and started up the newsletter and was taking care of the Facebook. After I moved into the co-chair role, we were trying to keep that going. That's not something Aaron really had a whole lot of capacity to do, keep up with that newsletter. Right now, Giselle is helping me out with that, but she's not here. So I don't know if there's going to be a problem if we want to elect Giselle into that role with her not being here. Is that weird? She emailed me right before and said she was not able to make it, but she said she is able to do that for us. So if anybody would like to step up, I do know that Erica had mentioned that she's fine sticking with being recording secretary. She's had some troubles getting to our meetings, which is why we've been a little bit behind and caught up today, which is completely understandable. We're all having a hard time getting these things lined up. So if anybody thinks that they'd have the capacity to do more for the Clean Pittsburgh Commission, we'd really appreciate anybody who can step up into one of these roles. Yeah, and if we have any more want to talk more about the responsibilities that has come with or anything like that, I'd love to have those conversations now.
I will. It skipped my brain to even email you guys about this, but I would be willing to do treasurer duties with Afton if no one else has stepped up, because I'm now in procurement and perhaps I can help ease things a little bit better. And we are trying to spend some money, and Afton and I have plenty to talk about anyway, so we can do that. But I just volunteer myself as tribute. That's it. Thank you.
That makes my heart sing because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I think Amie would do so great on that. And I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I was going to. So thank you for jumping on that spot for me.
The peer pressuring is so much easier when we don't actively have to do it. So that's so good. Thank you. So, well, we'll vote. Thank you for not, yes. So everyone self-nominate for whatever you want to be. And thank you, Amaye, for putting your hat in for treasurer.
I am willing to stay on as co-chair. And this year, it's going to be a rough year for me. So if anybody else wanted to step up into co-chair, I'd happily stay on the commission and step down a little bit so I can focus on 2024, because I know I've got a lot. But if nobody else is really willing to take on that massive of responsibility, I totally get it, and I'll still be here for you guys.
And I'm a crap co-chair, so if you want to be me too, then you can. No, I literally forgot about this for the entire month. I was just like, whoopsie daisies. Doesn't see, this is why we got parent trapped into it, because no one's volunteering shared commission.
Yeah. Alicia was the previous co-chair and tricked us both into stepping in as she stepped out. She was real good about that.
It's really good.
So I'm can't remember the last time we do this. I have such a terrible memory for this stuff. And I've also on this kind of note, this should be like a probably a member announcement thing, but I have asked, there's a seminar sort of thing through the city of Pittsburgh called City U, and they do these sort of led presentations on things. And I've asked them to join us soon to go over Robert's Rules of Order with us, just so that we can move through quickly, do those motions correctly, because we have so many new board members coming on. Maybe not everyone is familiar with how these things are supposed to be run. I know I struggle to remember those things too. So in upcoming meeting, we're going to look for somebody to join us and walk us through how we're supposed to be voting instead of us trying our best here. But I'm bringing that up because I can't remember if we need to vote to keep people where they are in their current membership, or if we just need to vote to change leadership positions.
I think we should just vote for the whole slate as one. Yeah.
That sounds great. All right. And is anybody willing to take on recording secretary? Like I said, Erica Young has said that she's happy to stay on if nobody else can do it, but she is struggling to keep up with our meeting schedule.
Perhaps Erica, we could co-chair that and sort of do I can be available when she's not, et cetera, et cetera.
Hi, I'm sorry, I joined late, but I am here. Deborah, I think that was you that said that, right? That would
Correct.
be great.
Yes.
That would be really helpful. Thursdays, we've had some stuff pop up, and it's been a challenge. I've had other commitments that have been taking up my time, usually around this time slot. So if we could tag team it, that would be great.
Happy to do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to make this easy. I'm just gonna type it really fast, and then I'm gonna show on my screen and we'll just go through it really quick. How's that sound? And Afton, are you you're happy to stay as financial secretary?
Sure, I can
Or
do that.
okay. All right. Is this what we're talking about here, I think?
I think you put my name after Erica's name.
Oh, I did. Sorry. That was not the name error that I thought that I was going to make, but it was a good one.
And my last name is spelled wrong.
Yeah.
AIKHUELE.
E.
Yeah. AIKHUE. Yeah, there you go. It's, yeah, no, I struggled when I was 5. So I understand anyone encountering that name, if it's not your daily life. Anyway, cool. Yeah, thanks.
I can move to elect this slate of officers for this upcoming year. It's by year, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We have a motion to accept.
Can people running accept a motion?
Yeah.
I think if we precluded ourselves, we wouldn't be able to vote on it. Unfortunately, I don't think we'd have enough people in here just right now, so we're going to have to. So I'll move to second.
Okay. All in favor? Everyone?
Okay.
Any opposed? We can do them one at a time, although we're running without opposition. Ta-da! Congratulations, everyone.
Awesome. That's going to be a huge help with Myrna and Sarah and some of our more seasoned members moving on. We're definitely going to need to keep moving forward here and having everybody step up. So really appreciated. Yeah, after this, we don't have a whole lot to talk about today. I think there's really nothing else on the agenda except for finances, right? And then member updates.
Always finance review, always member organization updates.
On the topic of finance, I want to bring something up real quick on that. Is that last year we had voted to support Humane Action Pittsburgh in their campaign regarding trash, to keep animals out of trash. We did not get an invoice from them in time to spend in the 2023 budget year, so I'd like to make that ask that we spend that in 2024. I do have an invoice from them now that I can pass along to now Amie and Afton to work to getting that paid so that they can start on those bus ads. It's a bus stop ad that they had worked up that they presented in one of those previous meetings minutes we looked at. We just didn't get that paid for in time. So I'd like to get that added to our 2023 or 2024 budget so we can start moving. And then I'm not sure if we have any other updates about 2024. I'll turn that over to Afton.
No updates yet. We're going to have a meeting at some point in order to get together what expenses we're expecting for this year. And if there's anything else that we need to close out from last year or that needs to be rolled over. So I will reach out to see when we have, if we can get a meeting on the calendar for everybody that wants to participate in that conversation. Otherwise, I don't have any further updates.
If anybody wants to participate in those monthly meetings on finances, let Afton know, or you could just tell us here. And that'll meet probably, what was it before when Sarah was doing it? The week before each CPC meeting of the month. So yeah, if you're interested in having more say in how this money's spent besides just voting on it, please join us for those meetings as well. And Afton, if you could send out those invites, that'd be really helpful. So before we move on from finances, I think we should probably vote on the Humane Action Pittsburgh to move that from 2023 into 2024. Do we have a motion to approve?
Can you remind us of the, how much was it?
It was 1,000. Yeah, 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll motion to approve. I don't know the amount.
A second. That's all in favor. Any opposed? Humane Action Pittsburgh. We will slot into 2024 budget. Okay. It's time for member organization updates. I want to start. I'm not a member. Hi, Erin, you can go in a second, unless you want to do something first.
I had thank you, Lori Beth. I had a question just for the group. I was curious if there was anything like related to garbage Olympics we could talk about. I know it may seem really early, but I just feel like we're always scrambling. Because like the summer is just hard, I feel to get things organized for September, just generally for everybody. And so I guess, since we didn't have a long meeting today, I wanted to bring up, like, is there anything we can be doing now to get us better set up for garbage Olympics in September? And I'm happy to help support that effort. I just wasn't sure, Chris, if you in particular had anything that you were like, oh, in April or in May, I look to secure the venue or whatever. I thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah, I agree that it seems like we don't have enough time when we start. We previously started in early summer. I think we are going to have to bump that up to spring in order to get everything, our ducks in the row. So that's a great point. Erin, if you could do me a favor and reach out to Lena, because she's really the one who takes lead on starting those meetings. And we could probably in the first conversation, set a date for September and then just start setting what our schedule is going to be like for the rest of the year. That'd be really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that right now and I'll CC you. I think initially just setting the date would be huge, because then, we can just start telling community groups, hey, save the date, because September gets so busy with so many events. So, okay, I'll do that right now. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Can you CC me as well?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Erin.
Okay. I also want to take the opportunity while we have time to make sure that I know all the doodles that I owe you all. So this is my list: street steward, neighborhood of focus subcommittee. We're just gonna BAP everybody to see, maybe that'll be just a Google poll of like which subcommittees of people want to get information on. So it'll be neighborhood of focus and the finance meetings and like some of those things. I think we need to revisit that, because it's been very willing. I don't want to say willy-nilly, because people are doing those things and at those meetings, but I don't feel like I have a really good grasp on who wants to do what as far as those things go. So, and then I have one here for the Pennsylvania Resources Council stairs thing that we want to work on. So maybe we'll do the Google poll first for the subcommittees, and then we'll do doodles to that.
There's
Can-
a fourth one there that we wanted to talk about too in a subcommittee, which was how can we do the blight index? That's what we talked about last month.
So that's what I was going to say. I wrote down, my next question was, can someone help me understand what 2024 BLINDEX with name means? But that's what it is.
It's the blight index.
The Blindex.
Yeah, we talked about that last month. That is something we want to accomplish this year. We were hoping to use inspectors and won't have, so instead we've got to look for organizations and volunteers, and we want to use Clean Pittsburgh Commission money to do it. So especially if you have access to people who are willing to be paid to do that sort of work through the Clean Pittsburgh Commission, whether that's students, whether that's nonprofits, I think I'd be really appreciative of everybody who could join that one. So yeah, anything else from you, Lori?
Yes, but it's about next door. So someone on one of my nearby neighborhood next doors posted the gold plan the other day and was like, why did we just abandon this? And I was like, we totally didn't. But is there I couldn't find it, but that doesn't mean anything. An update, like a press release of like these are all the things that we have done in the, because I was like, we've hired all these inspectors and like things are happening. But is there a house on the city website for like gold plan information?
I think we shared it publicly, not through the website originally, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know if we had gold, but let me see in our litter. So we didn't put a whole lot about gold on the website itself. I think that this year it's going to be still focusing on our building up enforcement with Eric and his team. And then towards the end of the year, if the fourth division gets built in the fall like it is sort of planned to do. I know they did just do a press release about that out of the city and then very quickly walked it back, it seemed like, where there was news stories saying that, hey, fourth division is going to be built again and it should be done by this year. I think the city had to say, well, hopefully, but I don't know. Anything else besides enforcement will have to wait until the fourth division is built in order to have the rest of those teams in place. It's hard I have wanted to talk about that, but there hasn't been concrete news that's really share worthy. But I think there's probably something messaging wise to let people know Gold is still planning on moving forward. So thank you for bringing that up. I'll see what we can look at and what we can share with the public without over-promising for 2024.
Okay, that's it for me. So member organization updates of other member organizations.
I'll go ahead and go next here. We finished out of the environmental services recycling. We have finished interviews for the new recycling supervisor and expect to have that position filled quickly. And now we have a posting on governmentjobs.com or .org or whatever that is for our environmental enforcement coordinator, which was Missy Rosenfeld's old position. She was doing illegal dumping enforcement. So we finally have that up. That'll be in charge of the cameras.
It's been taken down.
Taken down. It's gotta
yeah.
Down.
They posted the one from 2017, so I did a quick scramble. They took it down. We had 9 applicants. I have some. I want to get it back up this week. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to clarify that they put it up for a hot minute, and it was all bad, and I had a oh no moment, anxiety attack, and had it taken down. So I'm working on it.
Okay, so that'll be up again shortly. Should be. And then we'll also have the other recycling position that was previously held by Amier posted up soon too, as soon as the supervisor's in place. So outside of that, that should be it for environmental services.
I'd be happy to go next if nobody else wanted to go. Pennsylvania Resources Council has some exciting stuff going on. First and foremost, and the most present thing is throughout the month of February down in the Environmental Services Building, residents who come and turn over their electronic waste to Larson and our awesome colleague Trevor will get a discount thanks to the CPC. So if you or anyone you know is looking to safely and responsibly dispose of their electronic waste, please feel free to come down and visit us. You can register for that online at the city's environmental services website. And in addition to that, you can also register for our March household hazardous waste collection that will be taking place down at the environmental services building as well. So you can clean out everything in your house, top to bottom, paint, electronic waste, everything in between. And then in addition to that, we're continuing to plan and coordinate for a return to our neighborhood e-waste collections for this year. We're really excited about a return to that program. And then in addition to our work with the city, we're working to finalize all of our countywide collections this year as well. So keep an eye out both at the Environmental Services website and follow PRC on all of our outlets as well to learn all the different times, places, and locations you can safely and responsibly dispose of your waste.
Thanks, Josh. Anybody else member organization updates?
I can go.
Okay.
We're just passing the baby between us. So the Parks Conservancy is, we have a bunch of upcoming volunteer events that we're scheduling as we do in the late winter. And we are doing our annual cleanup of Lake Elizabeth and Allegheny Commons with our friends Allegheny Cleanways. And that event has expanded into around the park, Allegheny Commons Park, but also into the surrounding neighborhoods because the event is such a popular event for volunteers that we always have too many volunteers for the lake and park that we send them out into the neighborhoods to clean up trash. So it's become a really wonderful event for gathering litter throughout the lower north side. And we also are working in Homewood now around Baxter Park, but we are going to be partnering with Operation Better Block to do monthly cleanups throughout the neighborhood of Homewood, which we're really excited about. And just in general, we typically try to do at least 2 litter pickups in and around parks that we are active in pretty much March through November. So if anybody is interested in partnering with us, I know we work with the Allegheny Cleanways quite a bit on dump sites and parks, but we're always looking to partner and learn more about spaces that could need a little extra help, preferably adjacent to parks. So it makes sense for me to be there, but excited for this year's volunteer season. Thanks.
I can go as well. So Friends of the Riverfront and Allegheny Cleanways' Litter League registration is now open. And so we're taking registrations for both the community teams and neighborhood teams, and colleague teams. So there's 2 leagues again this year, and there'll be 3 tournaments between April 20th, which is the kickoff in Milldale. There's a mid-season tournament in Braddock, and the championship will be kind of in downtown Pittsburgh area somewhere on May 31st. So, and people can register on the Friends of the Riverfront website.
Thank you, Kelsey.
All right, those are so great. If you could, I've asked Giselle to send out an email likely tomorrow to everyone soliciting content for our newsletter. So all this stuff, the Litter League, the What the Muck, and the discount would be really great information if you could pass that information to Giselle along with links, any pictures you have. That'd be really helpful. It's all great stuff that I think people want to know. And I think we can end for the day.
A little motion to adjourn this meeting.
A motion. Adjourn.
She seconds my motion. Yes, Kelsey. All
We
right.
both cut out a little bit, so we'll just, maybe we didn't hear the whole thing for me. So, all in favor of going back to our other works? Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody. This is really good.